Hey everybody, Mike here, Mike's Computer Tips. Thought I'd be doing a live stream today, see how everybody's doing. Spend some time, excuse me, spend some time with you guys and talk about some stuff going on. Right now, I'm working on some laptops. I've been buying a bunch of laptops and I've been putting them together, upgrading them and modifying them, and I'm going to resell them. They're going to be like running good. Some of them are running really fast already. Some of them I'm still working on. So that's pretty exciting what's been going on lately. I've been buying computers locally from people, and I've been fixing them up making them faster, and you know, just kind of like taking them from like either not running or running real slow to running real good and selling them at a fair price. So, you know, anybody out there needs a laptop, you know, entry level laptop just to get on the internet and surf and all that good stuff, let me know. I got one here. I think it's for like 150. It's a real nice Dell. It's a really good rebuilt Dell. But there's my kitty cat. You guys want to see the cat? All right, come up here. They want to say hi. Look. Hey. Oh. No, she's not being cooperative. Oh, look, say hi. Yeah, she's a little shy. She got some sharp nails too. But she's my love. That's Luna. Right, Luna? She's a really good cat. She's a nice cat. We adopted her. She's 2. Oh, do you want to talk to the people? Hey, who's out there in YouTube land? Welcome. Mike here, Mike's Computer Tips. Trump, no, that's what I'm trying to say. Mr. White, how's it going, my friend? This really isn't a political room. You know, I do agree with you and all that. But I don't, there's 2 things that I don't really talk about on YouTube or in social media in general, and that's politics and religion, because everybody has their own opinion. But if you got any computer issues that you want to talk about, or questions, comments, I'm always open for the suggestions for that. Looks like we're ready to have another storm here down here in Florida. They're talking about a tropical storm, heavy winds. We're probably going to get a lot of rain. We normally do. So, if you come in the room, please do the thumbs up. I appreciate it. This is Mike from Mike's Computer Tips doing a live stream video. YouTube. Glad to be with my people, like as always. Uh, I did a couple of live streams on my computer. I'm doing a couple on my phone now. I kind of go back and forth. It's sort of easy to do them on my phone, so I get kind of lazy sometimes. Get involved in doing stuff and just throw the phone on and say, hey, you know, how about doing a live stream? I want to get into some stuff that can help people with their computer. You know, if your computer doesn't start, let's say you have a desktop and it all of a sudden stops running, okay, and nothing is happening to it at all. Like you push the button, you check the plugs, you do all kinds of stuff, and it still won't run. Well, first thing I tell you to do is unplug it from the wall, you know, plug it from the back of the computer or from the wall. And then there's a little tiny battery on the motherboard. It's called CMOS battery. It looks sort of like this. It's just a CMOS battery. gently take that out with a little flathead screwdriver. Just by pushing it, it'll pop right out. Put a new battery in there, but wait about 5 minutes before you put it in. After you take the old battery out, and I would tell you 8 out of 10 times the computer will start right up. You're resetting the motherboard by doing that. That's a little trick that us technicians do when the computer is dead and you have nothing. Well, if there is power to the board, you'll see some lights on after that. If there's no power to the board, then you have another problem. Love from India. Oh, good. Nice to meet you. Love from India. Yeah. Good to see you. Marlon, welcome to the room. There's another one with the whole Trump thing, which really can't have politic talk in the room. That's something that I don't, we can't have. But anyhow, from India, I'm doing good, and I appreciate you coming from India, and I'm glad you're here. Oh, thank you. Appreciate it. Oh, you gotta be kidding. Sometimes we have to get rid of people saying some nutty stuff. Unfortunately, I'm doing okay. I will make you a moderator, since you seem like a really nice person coming from India. Love people from other countries. I'm from the United States, and I'm glad you are with us and part of my channel, which is really great. Please give a thumbs up, and I appreciate you. So I'm glad you're here. I love Indian people. I love people from all over, Philippines, India. And sure, and thank you for the compliment too. What time is it over there in India? It's about 12 noon here in the United States. I am from New York originally, in America. That's where I'm from, America, in the United States. That's where I am. "9:44 p.m. Okay, so your time is ahead of ours. Yeah, it's 12 noon here, and on Wednesday afternoon, 12 noon. Yeah. Oh, so it's an evening over there, which is good. Gotcha. Well, I'm glad you're here, and if you have any computer questions, comments, or anything computer related, you can always ask, and I'm always glad to help people. That's what I do, and make sure you check out some of my videos, and you can share the channel with your friends or family that may need some computer help, and also things like that. Watch some videos. They'll help you out with your computer, make it faster, make it work better. And anytime you have an issue, you can always go back and watch a video, and hopefully you'll learn a lot, and you'll be able to get your computer running really good. So that's what I do. I fix computers here in America, and I talk about it on my channel, mostly about helping other people with their issues. Okay, you seem nice too, and you have a great evening, and thanks for coming. Hope to see you again. Bye-bye. So yeah, and like I said, I was talking about changing the CMOS battery. So you wait about a minute, and then try a new battery, and then plug everything back in. You can just plug in your regular power thing, a power cord. Hey, American Roadrunner, I hope you like my Roadrunner there. American Roadrunner, great to see you, and please give the thumbs up, guys, when you come in. Please do the thumbs up for the live stream, and subscribe if you're not a channel member, and also share if you can, and all that good stuff. And if you have any computer questions, you're always welcome to ask. I will be glad to help you with anything if I can. This channel is all about computer repair and computer issues and making your computer work better. So I always like new people, new subscribers, to join Mike's Computer Tip family. Just scroll across this video. Okay, that's good. I appreciate you. And where are you from, American Roadrunner? Are you from the States, or are you from like another country or something? I always like to know where people are from. Nice to meet you too, sir. American Roadrunner, everybody. Make sure everybody gets American Roadrunner and checks out that channel also. I have my Roadrunner, and that's kind of like to show that your computer can be, faster. That's kind of why I put the Roadrunner there. Oh, Indianapolis, Indiana. Okay. In the house. Got you there. Well, it's great to have you, Indiana. I'm down here in Florida, where it's hot. Indiana. Okay. Never been there, but heard a lot of good things about it. We're supposed to be getting a storm here. Who knows? But that's kind of like we get storms here. It's kind of like, not a lot, but when we get them, it's kind of commonplace for down south. Oh, good. That's great. Well, I'm down here about an hour away from Orlando and Mickey Mouse and all that stuff, so I'm about an hour away from all that going south. So that's where I am. I'm on the East Coast. And that's great that you came here, and I hope you do the thumbs up for the live stream. Hit that bell and definitely subscribe to my channel. I do live streams I started out recently doing live streams like Wednesday and like Sunday, but now I'm doing the live streams like every couple days. I'm doing them like almost every night. So I haven't done one in a couple days. Tomorrow I have one scheduled, and then I have one scheduled on Sunday. I'll do 2 live streams, and if you could do this thumbs up. I worked Daytona Bike Week and Oktoberfest for many years. Oh, excellent. Yeah, I've been to a lot of bike weeks, and I've been to a lot of Oktoberfest. They're pretty good. They're a lot of fun. Because I used to ride myself back home in New York. I had a bike for many years, and I always liked the Daytona Bike Week. Oktoberfest, I got my t-shirts from both places, and nothing like that flea market over there. When I get a chance, I like to go out there to the Daytona Flea Market. It's a good place to have fun and, buy some shirts and walk around. So yeah, it's pretty cool. So you just like to go there a lot or something? Sounds like you said you worked there for many years. Did you live in Florida, or you just come to visit? I would say I've been here about 15 years, All right, I appreciate it. I'm going to make you a honorary moderator too. I appreciate you, and if I could do anything, just came to visit and work. Well, that's okay. I have a friend that I grew up with in New York, and he lives in Daytona. He just moved there from South Florida, and he has a business where he details Harleys. So if you have a bike and you come to Daytona, my friend Rich has a business there, and he details motorcycles. That's what he does, and he does pretty good, for himself. He's got a Harley himself, and he cleans motorcycles for a living, makes them shine, shines up all the chrome. Okay, I appreciate that. That's always good to know. American Roadrunner, that's a cool name. Yep. So another thing, like when I like to talk about like speeding up your computer, if your computer is running slow and you want to speed it up, you can always upgrade the hard drive. If your computer will take an M2 hard drive like this, it'll make it faster. If your computer will take an SSD hard drive like this, that'll make it faster also. The traditional hard drives, the old hard drives, are a lot slower. Now we have the solid state hard drives. It's kind of like taking the baffles off of your Harley, making noise and stuff. But this actually makes your computer a lot faster by changing that. And I drove a Triumph. I rode a Triumph for many years. I had Triumphs back in New York, a couple Triumphs, and I used to ride. Well, a lot of my friends had Harleys back then. They probably still do, 50 years later. But yeah, I moved from New York to Pennsylvania, then I moved from Pennsylvania down here to Florida. So um, I've been in a couple of different places, but being around motorcycles most of my life, that's pretty cool. And I also have another friend that lives in Daytona. She's not into the bike week thing, but she lives there from New York. I have a 2002 883. Oh yeah, so did I. I had bikes all in my backyard. I had rigid frames. I had chopper parts like all over my backyard. All my friends used to come over. You need a chain, and they'd be like, yeah, they need a part, and I'd sell it to them or give it to them. So I grew up around bikes also. I had a my friend had a rare 900. I think it was an 880 something Sportster. It was an Easy Rider, and he had it all customized. Another friend of mine had a pan shovel chopper, all customized, and that was in Easy Rider and in a couple other magazines. That was pretty cool. But yeah, I grew up in the New York bike scene, and a lot of my friends had bikes, and we used to go riding. Oh yeah, I hear you what you're saying. Yep. Yeah, everything gets older everything gets harder when you're older. I just turned, well, I'll be turning 65 in a couple months. And, I know I can't do some of the things I used to do when I was younger days, but that's always good that you do most of your own work. You save a lot of money, especially if you can do engine work on your bike. You could save thousands. My friend had a Harley Sportster Stroker. I rode that. That had a lot of power. He had drag bars on it. Yeah, I hear you. I know, especially the hardtail. You're going to have back issues and hip issues and things like that. Hardtails are very, rigid frames and stuff. It catches up to you like I do construction. Well, I talk about both. I do PC, but I also fix Macs too, hardware. I do fix Macs. And, that's it. Yeah, Mike's computer tip. So, yeah, I do work on computers. So, Mac is a computer, PC is a computer. So, welcome to the room, Coolbright and Karna, whatever your name is. Please do the thumbs up and meet my new friend Roadrunner. American Roadrunner's here. He's from Indianapolis, Indiana, and all that good stuff. Can you give me a computer, please? Well, if you'd like to buy one, I might be able to sell you one, but I don't know anybody giving them out. If you find anybody, please let me know. I could use a few so I could make money and keep doing what I'm doing. So, like I said, please give the thumbs up. Make sure you share out the video if you can. Tell your friends, tell your family to subscribe, because if they need any computer help, I'm the guy to go to. I can help you with make your computer faster. Like I said, I got over 1,000 videos I've made through the years that will help you out with your computer. No, I don't have a Raspberry Pi. A friend of mine does. He loves those. I don't have one. 3D Tech Guy. Great to meet you, my friend. I always like to talk to tech guys, and we all got to stick together. But yeah, they're a lot of fun. Those little small ones. Meet my friend American Roadrunner. He's in the house. And we got the 3D Tech Guy, and everybody, please make sure you don't forget the thumbs up. And if you have any comments, any questions, and also make sure you go to my other people's website and join theirs. Subscribe to American Roadrunner. Subscribe to anybody and everybody. The YouTube streets get kind of rough, and we all got to stick together and grow our channels and all that good stuff. So, got to support each other. That's what it's all about on this social media. And I try to support everybody I can. I'm on TikTok. I'm on Instagram. I'm on X. I'm on Facebook. And I try to promote my own channel and my own cause. And I also try to help other people. So, if you like what we do here, you like my videos, definitely become a member. I don't have memberships, but when I say become a member, I mean subscribe and make sure the bell notification's on. That way, when I come out with new content, you'll be the first one to see it. If YouTube does the right thing, that is. Can't guarantee they always will, but what can you do, For free, what do you expect, right? You got to take what you're given, because I'm working for a living. Kind of funny. But yeah, I give computer advice to people. I own and operate a computer business here in Florida. 25 years ago I started it. And started in Pennsylvania. When the computer first starts coming into the house, I'm going to take it apart. It's smaller, but they're not the same anymore. They're real small. Yeah, that's an important thing that's happened over the years, It's kind of like cars, when they first came out in the 70s and the 80s, you could work on your car, everything was easy to get to it. Parts are more affordable. If a part went bad, you know what it was, And today it's like so difficult because everything's computerized, and 99% of the time, yeah, you got to take it to the dealer or you got to get somebody to know what they're doing, or you got to look it up and try to fix it yourself. So computers, yeah, they have evolved. I mean, a lot of the phones are smaller, a lot of the laptops are smaller. You know, I don't have the smallest fingers, but you know, I try my best to work on them. And they're more advanced. You know, they became faster and like anything else. Oh yeah, most of the reason is that they don't want you to fix it, so you can buy another one. You know, that's pretty obvious. That's just like the car industry, you know, the same reason. If it's hard to fix, then, you know, but people rebelled against HP when HP tried to do that in the 90s. They tried to make their computers proprietary, so you really couldn't do anything, but then people were stopped buying a lot of them. Hello, BHUMI, welcome. Make sure you do the thumbs up when you come in. I appreciate that. Thumbs up and let's talk to my friend, meet my friend American Roadrunner. Yeah, I had, and it's funny because this is a little USB flash drive, and you know now you can get them. This is a 1 terabyte, you know, and they even making them 4 terabytes and higher. Years ago, when computers first started, um, they were a lot smaller. Yeah, I build regular PCs and put Linux on them, but mostly build Windows-based PCs. I have actually in my friend's shop right now. I have a computer there that's running Linux, and I don't really work on Linux much, but we can install it, and yeah, I mean, you know, most people want Windows, but some people like Linux, so you know, in Apple, so we do whatever we get, we work on, you know, PC, Apple, Linux. How do I know the components work with Linux? Well, the whole thing is simply good to meet you. Welcome to the room. Please give the thumbs up when you come in. They say it helps. Well, Linux is it's a lot different than a PC, even different than Apple. So a lot of people like Windows for that reason. Everything is compatible. You know, a lot of programs are written for Windows because they have most of the market share, the majority of it. Apple has a little bit of it, but most programs are. There's a lot of programs on Apple that won't work unless you have Windows. So, and then Linux is a whole nother animal. You know, so I'm not really a Linux guy. But you can always ask that question in ask that question like on another channel or something like that. Well, yeah, most people don't like the bloatware on Windows, but you could take that off and you could shut down a lot of things, and I teach a lot of people how to do that um, by going into Windows, the operating system, and you know, it's a lot of unnecessary stuff that you could shut down. Yep, you can block the ads, you can block a lot of stuff to speed it up. I mean, you can remove programs you don't need, you can upgrade your computer to make it faster, and it's just so many things. Yeah, if you have Firefox or Chrome is what I use. You could uninstall Edge. You don't have to have that. What must we consider when buying a laptop or PC for editing purposes? Like, what are the basic? Well, that's a good question. I mean, if you want to do editing, you know, you're going to want something with a good video card, and you want something with a lot of memory and a decent processor. So a gaming computer is good for editing videos, or an office type laptop. But you always get the most performance out of a desktop when editing videos because desktops can be upgraded a lot better than a laptop. Laptops, you can get a gaming laptop that runs real good and you could edit videos on it, but desktops are the way to go if you want to do video editing because you could put in bigger video cards to give you better graphics and uh, and you can put a better processor and a lot more memory. So you could do a lot more. It's like a car, you want to build a hot rod. There's certain cars that work better than others. Intel or AMD nowadays, I would say they're both pretty much the same. The technology's the same. If you're looking to save a little money, then go with AMD because AMD will be about $50 cheaper. If you're going to you build an AMD or buy an AMD computer, you're going to notice it's a little cheaper. But they're both the same, basically, as far as performance goes. The cost is a little better. Right, American Roadrunners. That's very true. I'm thinking to buy Acer Nitro V6. Well, I mean, if it has a good processor, enough memory, SSD hard drive, and a decent video card, you can do editing. So if it has all that, I would say that's probably a good idea. I'm going to put you in a moderator status. So, all right, I'm reconnecting. I always liked Acer. Acers are good. I'm more of a desktop type of guy, but I sell laptops. I sell a lot of laptops. But I'm more of a desktop type person. I don't like to use a laptop. I'm always fixing them for people. I'm always rebuilding them and reselling them. But I buy a lot of laptops for my business to resell, and but I am mostly desktop. MSI is top of the line. If you get a desktop with an MSI motherboard, that's top of the line. Asus and MSI are the top of the line as far as computer parts go. So yeah, I love MSI. They're really good. Even and I work on a lot of MSI laptops too. They're very good performing computers. The most thing you have to be concerned about is cleaning your fans every once in a while, because if you don't clean your fans, laptops don't have the best cooling like a desktop would. Yeah, AMD Ryzen 7 is good. Ryzen 9, I work with both of them. They're both good CPUs. Cheaper than an alternative. Yeah, so you're doing good. Get yourself an M.2 NVMe hard drive, which is really fast. Make sure it supports that. And you'll be able to do some great editing on there. You'll have a lot of editing capacity, to performance-wise on that system. So we put you in a moderator. And the Ryzen 9 is... Yeah, Ryzen 9 is not cheap. Yeah, price-wise, Ryzen 7 is really all you need. Intel i5, 16 RAM, DDR5, and 1 terabyte. Yeah, that's very good, Intel i5, I have a lot of i5s. i5s are very good. If you're going to upgrade, you upgrade to an i7. And I don't know what software you use, but you know, but it really doesn't matter if you have the capacity, capability to. But I use Blackmagic. I haven't done editing in a while. Matter of fact, I'm thinking about starting to outsource it because I really don't have a lot of time to edit my videos, and um, I might send some to a couple people on Fiverr, some of my videos to in the future to do for me because it's cost effective. Well, you can go to, if your computer will support 64, get 64. But if it really depends on what you're doing, you may not need to upgrade. I mean, 32, um, 16 gigs is enough for what you want, but if you want to upgrade, that's up to you. Upgrading RAM really gives you more workspace. Now, it depends on the type of editing you're going to do. If you're going to do like high-end editing stuff, the RAM will help. So going to 32 isn't bad, you know, if you can afford it. Windows XP and above comes with a lot of. Yeah, I mean, now you can get like some really good editing programs for free, you know. And I would tell you, in my opinion, I would use DaVinci Resolve Beta. That's really the top of the line, and it's free. You don't have to ever pay for it. DaVinci Resolve, to me, and it's been proven, a lot of motion pictures have been made with DaVinci Resolve, um, and it's the greatest. Okay, so you're doing gaming, so yeah, more RAM is better for gaming. You know, a lot of gaming doesn't really require that much RAM, but you'll be able to see better, you know, graphics if you can afford it to upgrade your RAM. You know, upgrade it. You know, but if it's 16 gigs, should be enough. You won't know really until you use it and you know see what it is because performance-wise, it'll help. Yeah, Asus and MSI. I mean, I like both of them. Asus is great too. You know, they're both on the same level for gaming, and they have a lot of potential. You know, like more upgrading potential. So, oh, definitely. You know, if you put 632, you're going to be. I know people that have 64 RAM. You know, and they do gaming. It really depends about how much you can afford. I like MSI. I just put 20 gigs in my Lenovo desktop here, and it's really not a gaming one, but it's for what I use it for. It works perfect. And somebody gave me a gaming computer like a couple weeks ago, and I upgraded that, and that works good too. Yeah, personally, I mean, if you need portability, you know, that's one thing. But you must remember, though, the more RAM you put in, the computer is going to get hot. You're dealing with a laptop which will get hot. So if you put in a lot of RAM, make sure you do the maintenance. You know, software and hardware. Every once in a while, open it up or take it to a shop and clean your fans out and make sure you got really good circulation. If you're in a dusty area, you can get a lot of dust in your fans. If you smoke or you're around smokers, that's another thing that will generate a lot of dust. That's why when you have a laptop, a gaming laptop, one of the most first thing that I see when somebody brings me a gaming laptop that's not working or has problems, and most of them are overheating problems because the fans get dirty, or if you use it for a real long time, A lot of people go on, gaming for hours and hours. Those fans are made to last forever, so they could break. And I do replace a lot of those fans. Make sure you keep them clean. Everybody's on another level, so I don't know if you can open your computer and work on it, or if you don't feel good about it, and every once in a while take it to a shop and have them clean the fans out. Oh yeah, you can always put it on a portable stand, and that way you could cool it that way too. Yeah, you definitely got to have some good fans, good cooling. Exactly. That is for sure. I worked on a computer not long ago. I built a desktop for a friend of mine, and he got a $3,000 graphics card and 32 gigs of RAM. Got an Asus motherboard. That thing is really good. He does a lot of streaming. Well, what he probably means by exterior fans is you can get laptops have some of these stores. You can go and buy a laptop platform, and you set your laptop on it. It has fans underneath it, and that will cool the laptop as you're using it. It's a platform that has fans underneath it, and it works by USB mostly. That's what Roadrunner's talking about. It's a platform that you sit your laptop on. No, it's not. Not a fan that goes next to it. Right, exactly. They're mostly compatible. I would get a stand if I was going to be gaming for hours and hours, yeah. That's what I would do. I would have a stand. Because that sucker's going to get hot. Definitely, yes. I have some customers where the parents say the kid's on there 17 hours a day and wonder why it doesn't work. Oh my God, I have so much. I think the gamers keep me going mostly, but no, I can't really say that. I have a lot of customers in all facets, gamers, business people, and whatnot. But, gamers do put a lot of stress on the computer, so that's why I always tell people that do gaming or editing, make sure you clean your fans, make sure you have proper cooling. Yeah, I can build a server, yeah. Can build anything you need, however fits your budget. Mostly build gaming systems and regular budget systems for people that don't necessarily are going to game, but they want to have a decent computer for the internet, email, surfing the web, and all that. So I build high end down to low end. But we also have computers that are already built, so you can buy it already done. You don't have to build it like we have custom built systems, already in the store where it's sitting on the shelf and we sell them that way too. And if you wanted to add something, you can always add something to it. Or put in a different, let's say CPU, or put in a different video card, or whatever the case is. We already have a few already built. But yeah, if you want to do from scratch, we can do it that way too. Well, the motherboard, there's some good high-end motherboards out there, and like I said, depending on what the customer wants and what he's going to use it for, and your budget. Um, AMD, well, like let's say MSI has motherboards that will support Intel and will support AMD. So we always go with the best top-of-the-line motherboards, which are MSI and Asus. Now, if you're going to do a lot of storage, then we would get a motherboard that has like two M.2 slots on it, so you can back up data on it too, or save data. You can do that. It really depends on the budget and what you're going to use for. The budget has a lot to do with it because one motherboard to another, they're all different price range. Really depends on the budget, and that comes first. Well, like I said, it depends on some of them are, just there's some motherboards that are not very expensive that are still good. It depends on what processor you're going to use too. If it's only $50 more for a much better motherboard and you can afford that, then yeah, it would be worth it. But you got to remember your video graphics card is going to be the most expensive part. They go for anywhere from $200 on up to a few thousand graphics card. Oh, definitely. And also, whenever you build a system that you plan on keeping, you should always get like a 1,000-watt power supply. That way, if you're going to do upgrades and add things, that way you can handle the power. So I would get, a nice power supply. Exactly, Roadrunner. That's the main thing. You may want to add later, and it's always going to be that. The video card is going to be your top priority, and CPU. CPUs are not as expensive as graphic cards, but a graphics card is going to take a good chunk of your money, depending on what like I said, like your budget, what you want to build, what you want to use it for, and how much you want to spend. Because you could spend thousands of dollars, you could spend, really depends. Some people have a high budget, some people have a middle budget. That's the way you pick your parts. If you can afford more, then get better, because like Roadrunner said, you might want to add later, and if you want to add later, then you'll have the extra slots, and you'll be able to upgrade. Even as CPUs change, and they keep coming out with better ones, later on you might want to upgrade your CPU, and that you'll need a motherboard, on it. So CPUs can be expensive too, but not as expensive as video card. Yeah, I would say around that. That's really what you're going to be spending. But then again, a graphics card depends on how many, what you want to get. They vary. My friend got a 24 gig, and it was like $3,000. Then you can get a $400 graphics card that will do everything you need it to do. So you really don't have to go crazy in spending. But some people want to get the best of the best because later on, I would say no. I wouldn't get it integrated on a laptop. You have to have that. But a desktop, you want to have a, your own graphics card. If you buy a laptop, it's going to be integrated. It might not be built into the board. It might be on the board that you could screw it off. I would stay away from integrated as much as possible, because what happens if yeah, that's the thing. Some people want all the bells and whistles, and that's not performance. That's really just looks. And we do a lot of I do a lot of that with the see-through cases and stuff, and that's all for looks. If you're looking for looks, you make it look like Christmas. All the bells and whistles, the lights, and all that stuff. But if you want performance, then you look for the performance of the parts. I mean, you don't want to. You always want it to look okay, but really depends on the person itself and your budget and what you can afford, and also what you want it to do. If you're going to play low-end games or mid-range games, you don't need a $3,000 graphics card. You know what I'm saying? But if you plan on upgrading in the future, you have to buy what you can afford, and later on, consider upgrading or just keep it the way it is. Gaming systems can go on and on forever. A mid-range gaming system would be enough to play just about any game out there. Now, one way to look at it is look at the games you're interested in, or the games you play, and see what the minimum requirements are, and you can go from there also. But always get something a little ahead, because you want to, if new games come out, they might have higher requirements, so you don't want to be stuck, having to upgrade right away. You want something that you can use for a good amount of time before you have to upgrade. A lot of times I use the desktop without the side on, because I'm always working on it. So for me, looks isn't that important. Well, I think I'm going to stop the video and maybe come back on later today or tomorrow. But thank you guys for coming. And please check each other out and all that good stuff. And make sure you check out my videos, subscribe, like, share. And I will talk to you guys very soon.